Hey guys, welcome back to MLB 23 the show, 22 the show, Red Sox franchise mode. Actually, I've been recording. I've been trying to commentate again and again and again. There's so many times where I just keep saying MLB 23 the show. It's actually MLB 22 the show. The game. It's about what? The game's about to be out in a month, and regular season's about to be on our way in a month. I think we're starting on the 28th or the 30th. Either one, again, I'm very excited for the new season. And right here, we still have 28 more games to play in the regular season. But again, we still have a long way to go. Tomorrow's my day off, which means that it will be a double upload. I think I'm having a day off on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as well. So, but I'm sure I'm going to pick two of those days to do a double upload. There's no way that, because I only work three times a week, which means that I have 4 times a week where I'll be free doing my other stuff. But that doesn't mean that, even though if I'm free, those days doesn't mean it's always double upload. But what, I'm trying to do what I can right now because we are definitely behind schedule. I did mention this quite a long time ago where I really do want to finish the series. Again, I think for the past 10 episodes, I would say I have been uploading quite frequently. But again, right now, I think I'm going back to the old ways where I decide to upload more frequently, and that's what I'm doing right now. And of course, again, Minnesota Twins. Away at the Minute Maid Park. Actually, not Minute Maid Park, Target Field. Oh, you know what? By the way, today is an amazing game by the Red Sox today. Corey Kluber started for the Red Sox, getting that win, which our record for the spring training is 3-0. I believe it's 3-0. Again, I think so far we've been starting off, tremendously, but more importantly, again, this is all friendlies and stuff, but when the regular season starts, I believe the first series are going to be played at Fenway against Baltimore Orioles, and right after that, I believe it was the Pirates who's coming to Fenway Park. But like I said, I'm sure even though we are winning by, we won the first 3 games. That is great, to be honest. The majority of the players who played today was pretty much are going to be ended up in the minor league. But Corey Kluber started. Again, I think he was amazing. I don't think he allowed a single run at all. But again, another player that we have to talk about is Tristan Casas. Today, he hit a 2-run home run, I think, against lefty as well, and he absolutely crushed that. But the main problem is, or the main question is he the first baseman that we've been long waiting for? So I did thought about this issue last season where, where Bobby Dahlback, and then I think he was switching between himself and somebody else playing at first. I think it was Franchi Cordero. I think a year before it was Marwin Gonzalez. Again, I don't think none of them worked out eventually, but we all thought that Bobby Dahlback could be a regular starting first baseman for the Red Sox for a long term. But unfortunately, that is not going to be the case anymore. I don't think, even though he hit a home run, I think 2 days ago, but that doesn't, that doesn't mean anything. Even though if he has a good spring, sure, if he has a good spring, he can be in the 26-man roster, but that doesn't always guarantee him a starting lineup. And Tristan Casas, it's again another prospect from the Red Sox in the farm system, which we got for the first baseman role. I'm sure he was I think he was a third baseman at one point, but converted into a first baseman. Again, a powerful left-handed batter, which we all need, to be honest. I think we were missing that part of the game where, we have Mitch Moreland and Steve Pearce. That was what, 5 seasons ago. It doesn't feel like a long time ago, but it was a long time ago. And that was a time when we have 2 veteran first basemen, even though they are kind of arriving towards the the end of the career. I think, even though they're in their last 2-3 seasons, I still think they were great. And honestly, I'm sure Bobby Dahlback was kind of a replica to Steve Pearce, but again, that is never the case. And Tristan Casas, again, we are looking for a long-term first baseman, a left-handed batter as well, and I'm sure he will be the replica for Mitch Moreland. And honestly, I thought Eric Hosmer was going to have a future for the Red Sox. That's how I thought it was going to be. Of course, we pick him up from I think from San Diego, if I remember correctly. And honestly, I thought, okay, I think his stats was fine, nothing spectacular, but nothing bad as well. And I thought he was going to be, signing new contract. But again, I think the Red Sox release him, DFA him eventually, and I don't know where he is now, to be honest. And I thought, you know what? I mean, which means that if we decided to, DFA Eric Hosmer and release him, I'm sure Tristan Casas is going to be the main guy in the first place, and hopefully that will be the case. And hopefully he is going to be, one of the Rookie of the Year candidates, and bad, good. I think that's all we're waiting for. Even though the spring training doesn't really tell much, but it means a lot to some of the players who are in the minor league looking for that 26-man spot. I'm not saying 26-man roster, but a 26-man spot, because again, usually the first 25 players are quite determined, towards the end of the spring training. But right now, with the extended one player into the 25-man roster, again, it helps a lot to some of the players to go for that that 26-man roster spot. And it is going to be very interesting, to be honest. I would want to see who is going to end up in that 26-man roster eventually, but we still have pretty much a month away from the regular season. Again, still very early to tell, but right now, based on what I'm seeing from the team, it looks much better. I think it was Scott Fitzgerald again. I think delivered a walk-off hit last time. I think last season he had a very good off season. And later on today, Emmanuel Valdez, again, what a great player. Looking like, his batting stand looked exactly like Juan Soto. And I think it was it Kevin Youkilis was on the broadcast. He was talking about, he was kind of comparing between the stands between Valdez and also Juan Soto, and boom, all of a sudden, Valdez hit a solo shot. I think, yeah, he's hit a solo shot. That was a good pitch as well to hit, and he crushes that one. And honestly, we haven't had that offensive second baseman that we've been waiting for. Of course, the last player that you can think of who was kind of an offensive player playing as a second baseman, excluding Trevor Story. I think it might be Dustin Pedroia at this point. Brock Holt did play as a second baseman. Christian Arroyo did play as a second baseman, but I don't think they are more defensively concentrated. But it will also be a very good sign if the Red Sox are looking for an offensive type of player playing at second base. I just can't wait for the season to start. But today, the Red Sox beat the Miami for 7-2 in the end. That was a good game after all, but it's just great that baseball is back again. I don't watch the full game. I'm gonna watch the last 2 or 3 innings, but I think right now with my patience level, I cannot watch the whole game unless it's the ALCS, ALDS, even the World Series, to be honest. So that's pretty much it. And today, again, second game of this 3-game series against the Twins, and we obliterated once again. Last time out yesterday, we had a 12-run inning, and today we have 8-run inning, and we clearly bypassed that very easily. 12-4 was the final score. Trevor Story is the play of the game. 2 for 4 with a home run, 3 RBI. Tanner Houck will be taking a dub right there. And thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in a bit.